Walter Wonkite. I'm already into the 420, damn it.
So what are you doing? Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is how much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how to cheat or smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show.
Can't hear the song.
On Lifestyle Radio.
I don't know where it is, so.
Well, I'm not singing alone, sorry.
No, I don't know where it is in the song, so I'm not going to even try.
It's done now. We're talking now. This
live.
We're live. This is the 420 radio show. I had to put my shatterizer down. Did you get a lanyard yet, buddy?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
No, well, you'll have to bug
I don't
them
get
about
anything. I didn't even get a steel top.
Oh, buddy.
I had to steal one.
I had to steal one the other day, too. We're back from, a month of Karma Cup stuff.
Yeah, seems like it.
I survived, and we're here with our guest. I have to pull up stuff here, Marcel, you practiced his name.
What, Greg? Yes,
Yeah,
it was really
Greg.
hard for me to practice Greg.
Greg, come on.
Greg, how do you say your last name?
How do you say your last name?
Pantelic.
Just Pantelic.
It's Pantelic, you see?
Yeah.
Ah, see?
You were close,
There you go.
Marcel.
What were you guys going with?
Pantelic.
Pantelic.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah?
It's all good. That works.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as
No,
we don't...
like Pantelic better. It actually sounds pretty new wave.
Italian?
I've worked at it. No, it's actually Yugoslavian.
Luke. Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, but you got the continent right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Greg is here to talk about his business, and it's called AHLOT. And I like the way you've spelt that because you can't mess up that pronunciation, can you?
No, but you'd be surprised. We've had some AHLOTs. We've had some AHLOTs too. So, but just a lot. Just a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Why don't you take a second and introduce yourself and tell us about your product, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. So Greg Pantelic, founder and CEO of AHLOT. AHLOT stands for a higher level of thought, and I could talk about the company and I could talk about the product, but I'd probably just start by talking kind of about our customer, right? And our customer. To date, from our Ritual Box product, really is kind of that modern, professional, high-performing cannabis consumer. And I know you guys reached out kind of to speak about our debut cannabis product, which is the AHLOT Cannabis Collections Discovery Series Volume 1. And come October 17th in this new legal recreational environment, we firmly believe that customers have no idea of what's going to hit them. They're really going to be experiencing kind of an overall tsunami of choice. And when you look at the Ontario market, just alone, there's 32 different licensed producers supplying the Ontario Cannabis Store. There've been there's over 100 other licensed producers out there. And, there's over 700 in the queue, including countless amounts of craft producers waiting to come online. Each one of these companies all have their own brands and their own strains. And, obviously you guys have been following along with the strict federal marketing and packaging regulations. And this really kind of compounds this experience. It makes it very hard for anyone to be able to identify any brands, right? And that really results in a sea of sameness. So...
It's a sea of silliness, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think overall, and in Ontario too, it's like, the cherry on top, as we like to call it, is, cannabis will only be available online. So you don't even have the ability to ask a retailer or a bud tender, hey, what's good? What should I try? What do you recommend? So you say silliness, but it's like it will result in a pretty poor customer experience at the gate, right?
I live in Toronto now. I spent the last 20 years up in the Owen Sound area, and there's nothing up there. You can't go into a lounge. You can't go into a. I mean, there may be now. I've been down here a year, but I couldn't go into a dispensary. I was literally coming down to Hamilton. Everything, as you know, has gone pretty much underground in Toronto. So this, I mean, and now we're going to have to worry about the postal strike. Like, I don't think this online thing is going to take off very quickly. I honestly think that it's going to be a little bit of a slow process on that point. Anyways.
Yeah. It's a slow process, but I mean, look, progress is a process, right? And at the end of the day, legalization is a good thing for all.
So tell us what the product is. What is, I'm staring at 5 bottles and a very plain packaged box here.
Yeah, I mean, you say plain. Some say compliant. Right.
I say waste of ink.
And I'll say that there's nothing plain about our signature ultraviolet color, which actually is Pantone's color of the year. But you know what? Okay. It's. I mean, look, as marketers and as product designers, obviously some of our creativity and our designability was curbed. But you know what? It's to bring out a compliant legal product, right?
Do you think that they're going? Do you like, just from the climate that you're getting? You're dealing with Health Canada, obviously on a 1-to-1 level. They're having to come up with these compliant packagings and stuff like that. Do you think are they even hinting that they're going to be a little more lenient in times to come? Or because I mean it is. I mean, packaging is your marketing, basically. Everybody identifies a Big Mac by the look of a Big Mac.
I mean, there's a couple ways to look at it, right? I mean, there's a lot of products out there, right? Like we said, there's going to be the sea of sameness. There's so many different strains out there. In a way, packaging does play a role in the marketing, and that's why we went with a standout signature color like ultraviolet. But at the same time, our product is our marketing too, because it solves that real consumer pain point of choice. Right? When you walk into a legal environment, no matter how experienced of a cannabis consumer you are, when you walk into a new legal environment, we're all new customers.
Yes.
We're all new customers are explorers. We've likened it to beer. If you're an experienced beer drinker, and you've been drinking beers for all your life, when you walk into one of these new microbreweries that hit you with 200 different craft brews and beers, you go into that experience and you often ask the waiter or waitress, "Hey, what's good? What should I try?" And that's even if you've been drinking, since your late teens, right? But and the way they solve that problem, the way that industry solves the problem, is through a flight of beer, right? And what we did when we were designing this, the AHLOT Cannabis Collections, we went to all the different breweries here in Toronto and we said, "Hey, what percentage of people actually end up purchasing a flight of beer?" And they said on the low end, that number was 20%. But what was interesting about that was actually 90% of the people that purchased that flight of beer doubled down and purchased one of the pints. And that's exactly the problem that we set out to solve in the cannabis industry, and that's the value proposition that we've brought to the different licensed producers as well. So, as a curation company at heart, that problem of choice is what we've set out to solve. And, I can talk about the product here. The AHLOT Cannabis Collections Discovery Series Volume 1 features, our 5 curated strains from 5 different premium licensed producers. The first time I think ever in this industry that 5 different licensed producers have been brought all working together, all brought under the same roof, all for an exceptional experience for that customer to solve that problem of choice.
Now, does a customer have a choice of which strains they want, or is this kind of like you get what you get?
Yeah, ideally we always work and try to represent the customer and create that exceptional customer experience. In the current environment, the way things are set up, this product is a consumer packaged good product. So it comes with the 5 strains already curated for you. We've deliberately selected kind of 2 sativas, 2 indicas, and a hybrid strain. The 5 producers and their brands and the strains, if I could share, we have Organogram or Edison Cannabis Co., and their Rio Bravo or Wabanaki strain, which is which won the top sativa flower at the 2017 CCAs. We have Starseed Medicinals as the licensed producer. Saturday is the brand, and Saturday Afternoon is the strain, which is CBD Metahaze. So as medical patients, this is a CBD dominant sativa, and we think, based on everything that we do is very community based, and we get a lot of feedback from we call them thinkers, from our community of thinkers, and they were asking for a CBD dominant strain in the pack. So that's something that we really took to heart. We also have Emblem, or Symbol is their recreational brand. And we have the classic Sour Kush, or Solar Power as they're calling it. Solace Health and their Haven Street brand. They've put in a premium Blueberry Kush in there, which is it's kind of a cross between DJ Short's Auto Blueberry and Landrace Afghan. So that's a pretty, it's an indica dominant strain. And then lastly, we have 7 Acres, or Supreme Cannabis Company, and their 7 Acres Sensi Star, which is an ultra premium indica as well.
Wow.
Yeah. And each
price?
Yeah, that sounds, that actually doesn't sound like a bad way to go, especially when you're exploring.
That's why I asked, do you have a price?
That's right. Yeah, it's when you're exploring different strains is nice. Yeah. So it's a monthly thing, and you're changing it every month?
No. So out the gate, we definitely. Out the gate, we are a small company. We focused on doing one product really, really well. And so we focus on this one SKU. There's been tremendous interest in other licensed producers in participating in this in this pack. And so ultimately we want to solve that problem of choice, design different experiences for different consumers to be able to not only discover, but there's a bunch of different themes, a bunch of different form factors, whether it's pre-rolls, whether it's edibles when they come online. Us as a curator brand at heart, it's our job to keep our pulse on the street, listen to our customers in the community, keep on top of the trends, and design products accordingly that give them the experiences that they demand.
And as Marcel said, what's the price?
So the price is actually set by the retailer. Okay. So I can't comment fully on the price. I can tell you what our ideal price point kind of could be. Growing up, I'm pretty accustomed to paying $10 a gram. Yeah. That was kind of the go-to rate. We'd love to see it fall in that same range. Obviously there's HST in a legal environment here in Ontario. Yeah. But that's ideally where we'd like to see land. We're an accessible brand. We're an inclusive brand. We're a trans modern brand. So that's kind of based on us taking the best of everything that has come before while embracing today's hyperspeed social change. And we want this to be accessible to all.
So you're not going to sell these mail order then? You're only going to be selling these to the Ontario cannabis stores?
Yeah, out the gate, we're selling to selling to the Ontario Cannabis Store, and we'll be interesting. We're looking to scale throughout Canada as well.
I guess you have to stay within the stores though, because you're a legal entity, right?
Well, It's not that. Going back to the federal, you have to apply for the federal sales license for recreational.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's right. So our business model is really interesting. We ourselves we are not a licensed producer. We're a curator brand, right? And we work with all of the different licensed producers. That said, we have a partnership with Solace Health, who is a fully licensed producer, and they're the ones who kind of handle our product distribution across the country.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah,
because I was wondering, we're waiting patiently for the applications for all of the micro processing, producing, and sales.
Oh yeah, and it's fantastic. When we began our journey, we began initially our first product wasn't an actual cannabis flower product. It was a cannabis storage and accessories product, and that product, we worked the Ritual Box. That's something where we worked with
Greg, I'm going to cut you off there, and we're going to take a quick break because I want to play a song that's pertinent. It's called "Medication" by Damian Marley. Okay?
Perfect.
And there's a blurb in there where you can hear several voices from several people who have been in the media over the years talking about why they use cannabis. One of them is Colton Turner, who was a young man in the States who did his Illegally Healed campaign.
Okay.
Right. So I want to, and then we'll talk about, I want to talk about your boxes and stuff because I was looking at them and they're really cool. And then we'll be back. Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
All right.
Nice.
This is the 420 radio show. If you're listening, come on to lifestyleradio.net. Check out the other shows when we're done. You can also hear us on Tweaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, blah, 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 blah. We'll be right back. What was that, Marcel?
Tweaker?
Tweaker? I don't know about that one. I think
that's what you called it. I was pretty sure it was called Spreaker.
I said Spreaker.
No, you didn't. You said Tweaker, and I'm thinking, right now everybody's going to go think they can go tweaking on our site. Come on.
Tweaker.com.
I've got to go look it up.
We'll be right back.
Man, have you been to Canadays yet? Canadays, Campbellford's premier cannabis culture shop at 19 Bridge Street West. They've got bongs, oil rigs, grinders, and papers. Everything you need for consumption. They've got seeds, soil, nutrients, and dome trays too. Everything you need for cultivation. Get top quality seeds from top suppliers like Canuck, Crop King, and wholesaler Nexus. Canadays. They've got all kinds of awesome cannabis novelties, clothing, and apparel. I know, right? It's a lot more than just a bong shop. Interested in gaining legal access? Canadays can help. They're a PACE information center. You know, people advocating cannabis education. Come by the shop and check it out. 19 Bridge Street West, Campbellford. Canadays. Have your say without saying a word. Canadays.ca.
All I know is I'm here today, I'm healthy, and I use medical cannabis, and I'm thankful.
I achieved complete clinical remission from the cannabis alone, and I would rather be illegally alive than legally dead.
This child needs cannabis.
I'd take a hit and the pain would disappear. It was instant. I mean, instant.
I've always looked at cannabis as being medicine.
People say you get high. You don't get high, you get medicated.
I'd like to see it so that, you know, people aren't criminalized over something that's medicinal.
It's a God-given plant. We should all be able to use it. It's real medicine.
Medication. Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high.
Such a short way up and such a long way down. And this is a bubble like where they are right down. The way you're something off it off it way by pound. In a fields of marijuana, that is my playground. I love you, Mary Jane. You're the prettiest of flowers, girl, me can't complain. When I'm with you, I feel so high, I rise above the rain. And you know the people damage like that bitch cocaine. No, I leave them lonely, feeling only pain. Cause your DNA is of the highest strain. Your effect is so potent, it's so insane. You so gummy and sticky like a plaster stain. When you grind out your body, only stems remain. And to love you is so risky, I might get detained. You always keep me flying on the highest plane. And anybody know will always proclaim.
Medication. Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high.
Your leaves of green, your purples and blues, has cured little kids
myself, what a wonderful herb. And I say to myself, what a wonderful herb.
Look how Babylon stood up me. Them fight you for years, for your love only per man serve years. Babylon stood up me. Them fight you for years. I know the whole of them are buy shares. You should be a celebrity amongst any tree across the 7 seas for your energy, but you're an enemy, catching felonies for the remedies in your recipes.
Your medication makes me high. Just the passion. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high.
Masty, how you feel splendid indeed. With a little bit of black splendid in the weed. Appearance grow indoors, not a stick nor seed. And she never post ripe, it was a real slow speed. No fertilizer, natural baby feed. No cross pollination, she's a real pure breed. Cultivated with love and she's not grown for greed. She's everything I want and also all I need.
Medication. Your medication makes me high. Just the passion. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high.
Yeah, no, I'm smoking a doobie. The Shatterizer's right in front of me. I'm taking a break from the Shatterizer because it's I don't like the strain that I put in there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So this is the 420 Radio Show. We are live here at lifestyleradio.net and 420radio.ca. We're talking with Greg from
AHLOT.
I had to word it right because I just went on about
say
it.
AHLOT.
No, Marcel.
Yes. I got to rat you out every time, you know that.
Yeah, whatever. We were talking before we left about your other products, and we'll go back to the box as well because I want to find out more about that and what other LPs are in there as well. But tell us about your other products. You have like utility boxes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, so I mean, us as our company, we've always set out to inspire the thinker in each of us. The way we do that is through curation and curation of these kind of beautiful experiences before, during, and after consuming cannabis. And the way our company started, it was actually focusing on that before experience. And our initial product the first product that we ever brought to market is this beautiful kind of customizable, modular storage and accessories product called the Ritual Box. And the way that was started really was based off kind of a community of everyone from medical patients to recreational users to activists to just anyone who kind of had a vested interest in cannabis. We kind of call them our beta community. There were over 50 beta community members that we helped design around their cannabis rituals. Right, so it's been a fantastic product for us. We had been selling it directly through our e-commerce channel to date, and now we're going to be scaling distribution of that product as well across the country, which is pretty exciting for us too. And kind of what differentiates the Ritual Box from other storage and accessories products out there, really is kind of we there's boxes out there, but we curated the entire accessories and the experience around cannabis within there. It was actually, truth be told, the initial product was based off my specific ritual. So it had a paper holder and dispenser, and it included an ultra fine slow burning paper. It had a storage jar, had 2 pre-roll tubes, had a grinder, and what was really interesting about it also included a hemp wick beeswax candle. And that was really true to my ritual around cannabis. I would often, I didn't want to keep breathing in butane when I'd roll up a one paper. I would light the hemp wick candle, and I would just light from there. And that way I can, go at my own pace. If it ever goes out, I can just relight easily, just holding the joint to the candle. and go from there. So that product was and still continues to be kind of our a tremendous success for us, and especially around the holidays. Everyone kind of sees the number one reason people purchase that product is as a gift, either for themselves or for someone else, whether it's weddings or holidays, whatever it might be. So
do you have these? Do you have custom? I'm looking at them; they're very pretty. What kind of wood are they made out of?
So those ones in particular, you're probably checking out online. Those ones are made out of pine and birch. Okay. We've gotten into we're working with a number of companies and producers on creating custom products where you can choose the different wood species. Cool. Right now, we're building one. We're building them out of walnut. We built them out of hardwood maple, and we have a number of different storage and accessories products.
Most people have some kind of a box or can these days, I think. It used to be. I think most people have gone from the baggie in the pocket, because I don't know how many times I've been in Walmart and the baggie has fallen out of my pocket as I'm looking for money. You have a little box, you have everything there. It's not going to fall on the floor at Walmart, right?
Right. It's interesting. Before we designed the ritual box, my ritual was housed in a Toronto Raptors collector's cup, full of a variety of Ziploc bags. Had a couple different paper options in there, a grinder, and it wasn't always that well received on the home front. So definitely look to switch it up and upgrade it. And it's funny, it's amazing when customers send us where their current ritual takes place. I think one of the best ones we've seen is oven roasting pan, and you're kind of having everything all in there.
I had a buddy that used one of those, and he would slide it under the couch.
Yep.
That's where he kept it. Marcel, you have a box, right?
Yeah. What are your ritual?
I have a room.
Marcel has a whole room. Yeah, me too.
I have a whole room now. No, because we're legal, so we have a dab bar set up in our kitchen.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I don't have a box now. If I go out, I always have a case full of joints and maybe a piece of hash just in case I run out of joints.
I've started carrying a little can. I was a guest judge at the Karma Cup this year, and so I got all kinds of cool stuff, and I got a pure hemp can that I really like it because it's almost, I don't know, half an inch thick, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. So you can get a lot of shit in there.
Secrets cans?
Yep, they're great too. I was going to say that's what I used to use.
That's what I used to use all the time because it held a pack of papers, a roach clip, and a few grams of hash.
A small lighter.
Yeah, throw it in your pocket.
That's my kit. I keep an e-cigarette device in here, and not for my cannabis tincture. And
now, that's my briefcase.
Let's go one step further, guys. Get your box or your can and let's see what's in there, shall we?
Well, it's interesting. Like the initial ritual box that we delivered, it actually had a to-go case as part of it.
Did it?
Right? So it did, yeah. So you could easily take to go.
Okay.
And then that's when we moved over to the pre-roll tubes as well. So you kind of keep pre-roll tubes. So if you needed
that's what that is in the center there.
Okay, so you want to know what's in my little case, do you?
Yeah, I've got. Okay, well, Marcel goes through there. I've got 4 cherry oil roll like lubies. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packages of rolling papers in there because that's what came in there, and I've got a 7 acres lighter.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. They're one of the producers in the pack.
Yes, I know that, and I've got the top for one of the the Karma Cup vape pens that I like, but I ran out of the stuff, so I just kept the top so I can reuse it. And of course, I've got a couple of Shatterizer preloads in there as well.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you got, Marcel? Some hash, I bet.
I've got 3 bottles of capsules of varying strengths.
3 bottles.
Yeah, I've got a Da Vinci Ascent vaporizer that's filled with Gorilla Glue number 4 oil. Flight pen, peppermint, Shatterizer. It's empty because I just cleaned it.
Do you
like
use a Shatterizer, Greg? By chance, have you ever used one?
I do not. No, I've been a joints guy.
Yeah.
So I'll always roll a one paper.
Well,
I'm a joints guy, but it's nice.
If we meet, I'll let you try it at least. You'll fall in love with it. I know I did.
I've definitely I definitely know the product. Saw it at the kind of 420 party this year at Hotbox Cafe. Toronto. And
we were upstairs. We were upstairs broadcasting that night or that.
Oh,
day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we had our Thoughtbox display throughout the day. At the event, so a lot of people were just coming in and kind of sharing their higher levels of thought.
I think I only came downstairs twice all day.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
To get food.
I'm a joint guy, but I use the pens when I'm at meetings and things like that.
Yeah, someone actually came by our office and brought us the original PAX 1, which is in an ultraviolet color. So that's the one that we kind of have in the office, but I think it's on its last legs here. So
you should talk to the folks at Shatterizer and see if you can get an office model there for yourselves.
Yeah. We're developing a bit as curators. We're creating a pretty fine collection of accessories in the office as well.
Yeah. I've got my Winnie the Pooh mug is all full of the old ones and a bunch of other toys that I've gotten over the years. I mean, but one of the things that we got in the Karma Cup thing was this nectar collector. Now, ain't that a neat device, eh, Marcel?
You hadn't used one before?
No, never used one. Have you ever tried one, Greg?
Nope. Like I said, 3-year-old guy.
Well,
I've got one here for.
I will say I've had the there's a couple pens that we've looked at, or that I've experienced as a consumer. Toco and the Flight and the Allaire, things like that. But for the most part, I stick to the tried and true.
A nectar collector is basically just a single puff. You heat it up and then you just dab it into while you're drawing. You just dab it into your concentrate and get a really good hit out of it. It's a single hit. I mean, it's a lot of work. You got to walk around with a butane torch and all that.
Yeah.
I much prefer the Shatterizer, but this gives you a nice hit. I don't have a dab rig, eh? This is all I have is this nectar collector thing, so I love it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, getting back to your products and things like that, are you going to combine your boxes? Are you going to be using your boxes if you get to the point where you're allowed to include your cannabis in there?
So I think if as long as regulations permit it, for us absolutely it's a no-brainer. The feedback that we've gotten on the Ritual box and how we can improve it is to include flower in it. Right. So, if there is a time and place where that is permitted, absolutely. What we're kind of doing in the interim, marrying the two products, our Cannabis Collections Discovery Series Volume 1 product and our Ritual box, because our Ritual box is customizable and modular, we can actually create and we have an awesome, in-house industrial design and developer, and everything that we produce here is made here in Ontario, and designed here in Ontario, and we're actually creating a module for all 5 of the bottles in our sample.
So they just fit naturally.
Yeah, exactly. It just so happened that the width of the products are actually fairly similar, and we said, hey, you know what? A lot of our community of thinkers have been asking for it, and about our Cannabis Collections product, and they're already Ritual box users and advocates. So why not marry the two products?
Yeah, and so these are all going to be available not until the date.
Not until the date. That's right. So October 17th, that's absolutely when the product available. The Ritual box is available. The virtual box is available directly through us if you want to customize it. It'll also be available in legal retail environments as well come October 17th.
Cool. Do you want to, you only mentioned a few of the LPs that are involved. Do you want to mention the other ones? You've got, or I can real quickly. You mentioned Origami and Starseed.
Organigram.
Organic. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dyslexia in action.
Put down the Shatterizer. Okay.
Yeah. No. That's dyslexia in action right there.
Yeah.
You've got Emblem and Solace Health and of course 7 Acres, which is Supreme.
Yeah.
I've tried some of the Supreme products, and we've had John on the show as well, so we've had a chat with him. I don't know Emblem or Solace Health though, or even Starseed.
Yeah, and I mean, they've been in the medical market for some time. I know, but we are. I can say this as curators, we're enthused by the product selection that we've put together, and we feel that each one of the licensed producers in the pack have really put their best foot forward in the cannabis collections, just to make a great first impression on consumers.
Well, I mean, there's like you said earlier, there are a lot of different boxes and gadgets that you can get. Eventually, as the market takes hold, you're going to be able to add pens and pre-rolls and things like that into your selections, I would assume, right?
Yeah, I think, again, everything being compliant, but as other products and form factors come online, like concentrates, pre-rolls, edibles, beverages, I think I mentioned it earlier, but our job is to keep our pulse on the community and understand what consumers want and the experiences that they're seeking, and curate and deliver on those experiences accordingly.
Are you going to go on to the reservations? Are you going to have your market put into that bracket, that sales market area?
I think we're completely like I said before, our brand is all about inclusion. And for us, we want to and accessibility, and we want our products to be available in all legal environments.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm glad you said that, because that is a legal market at this point, anyways.
Yeah.
Right. Although there are some reservations that are and territories that are trying to change that, right? So, it's that's a whole other equation and kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Right. Where'd Marcel go?
I'm here. I'm just taking it all in.
Taking it all in.
Nice.
Well,
I've never tried any of the licensed producers' products.
I've tried 7 Acres, and I've tried Peace Naturals. I tried
some of these. Do you remember what we used to get back in the MMAR?
Well, that's what I tried. That I tried some of that. That was Peace Naturals, wasn't it?
No.
What was that?
Prairie Plant Systems.
Prairie Plant Systems. That's right. Are they one of the LPs?
Yeah, they're one of the LPs now.
Oh,
yep.
wow. Yeah, no, I tried the ground up stuff. It looked like
I never tried it. I still have it in the bag.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I couldn't be bothered to waste the paper. Papers are expensive.
Hey, I think we all agreed earlier that progress is a process, right?
Well, that was when did they start doing that stuff in the mine? I mean, that was many years ago now, right?
Oh yeah.
And I think and frankly, look, a lot of growers from are looking to come on board and joined a number of different producers.
I know a lot of friends who have been guerrilla growers, for 20, 30 years, who are now about to be employed by an LP here or an LP there, or a micro grow, or
Yep.
It's. I'm loving the seat. I'm loving watching what's going on. Am I concerned about the medical side of things? You're fucking right. I am. On a whole host of other levels. I mean, not to mention the driving thing, right?
Doesn't apply.
No, but the fear factor does, Marcel.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
but
in a lot of cases, medically speaking, the fear factor far overwhelms a lot of the other issues that somebody may have. My biggest fear is going back and forth to Hamilton with my medicine. Okay, I got medicine. I got my pipes. I got my Shatterizer. I've got whatever I have to go back and forth to the lounge, and that's a constant fear, right? Licensed or not, because
see, as soon as I got that license,
when the cop comes to the fucking window, he doesn't know shit about you or that you're licensed. What are you going to do? Put a sticker? I'm a licensed cannabis person, officer. Please don't shoot me.
See, cops here in this province ask
before they shoot you.
No, they ask you if you have a license. But from day one, as soon as I got my license, there was no. I used to walk around with £quarter in my leg pocket.
Dude, I've been doing that since I was a fucking teenager, though. You know, there's no change.
Right. But now I'm doing it like, hey, I can do this anytime I want now.
Okay,
legally.
but there's that other factor that as of the 17th, we can't smoke in public.
We can.
Medical can. Sure they can.
Well, that's fine.
That's not fair.
For who?
Anybody.
All they had to do is become a patient. I told everybody years ago, apply to be a patient.
Oh, here he goes.
Because you're not going to like legalization.
Well, and hopefully as patients, you'll have access. You'll have first access to the licensed producer cannabis directly through them, right? Preferential pricing.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it doesn't sound like we're going to be getting preferential anything, man. I mean, Health Canada. People are so worried that Health Canada has taken the steps via CBC to make sure that now we know that they're not doing anything for 5 years, because that's been, they're going to combine everything, they're going to get rid of everything, blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you had listened to one of the first press conferences, they said 5 years we'll reevaluate, period, right? And unfortunately, what people forget, we're talking about your business is going into the recreational market on October 17th. Okay. Yep. But when the recreational market opens, that also opens the market to medical patients as well, who might want to take advantage of that kind of a product. Right? Yep. So you're getting a twofer, basically. Yeah. Okay. But when it comes to medical cannabis in Canada, we're not getting a twofer. We're getting kind of shoved away and
told to shut up.
And they're going to take. They aren't going to take our licenses away, but they're going to take where we get our cannabis. I can't afford to go to an LP. I go to the guy down the road, or I go to a very, very compassionate club. Okay, that's what I've been doing for I can't remember how long, and Marcel as well. I don't have the luxury to grow, right? So, it's going to be a big fuck show, I think, overall at the beginning. But I think it'll all work out.
It's interesting. Like I can't speak directly to that. Yes, I am a licensed medical patient now, but it's interesting. Like that problem. I think the problem that we set out to solve was very prevalent. Initially what we wanted to do as a business was create a subscription service to be able to allow medical patients to be able to try and sample and again solve that problem of choice of the different producers before locking the script.
We don't have that, and unfortunately, we don't have that, and that's what they're going to take away from us. We have that now, at a private dispensary, I can walk in and say, "Hey, man, you know what my deal is? What do you suggest for this week?"
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to walk into a OCS store and do that. I'm sure they're going to try, but how long did it take for the wine connoisseurs to have people behind the counter that knew what they were talking about at the liquor store or their spirits?
You won't. I think I would probably here's where I have my AHLOT hat in. I'd probably say that statement's half true. You can't walk in. That part is true.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a problem exactly that we set up to solve with our cannabis collections product, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we that problem of choice, and you could be spending $50 to try one strain and be like, buy 5 grams,
and then
whatever
don't like it,
and don't like it, right?
Yeah.
Versus our cannabis collections product that really allows you to try out these 1 gram samples, see what's right for you, see what experience it is that you're looking for, and which product meets that, and then be able to like that analogy that I used earlier about the flight of beer and purchase the full line. You can discover which producers, which strains are right for you.
Yeah, and that's what we need. I mean, ultimately, I'd like a place where I could go in and actually sample something, and if I like it, I buy a little bit more and then leave.
Yeah.
And we have that now in certain cities. Hamilton is a particular city where there's lounges and an overabundance of dispensaries. I've actually gotten to the point where, and I say this all the time, I actually like being able to walk in saying, "I'd like this. Hey, how you doing? What do you suggest?" And then leaving. I don't want to produce a medical card. I don't want to have to go, "Yes, I'm a patient." I don't want to say, "Here's my phone number," because I'm sick of it. I've had to do it over and over and over, and you get settled in a place, and then they close. Yeah. And it's and that's the government that's doing that. They're taking those people from people who really need them. Yeah.
And what I think what I can say to that is, we've said it several times, I think, on this call. We've realized that, legalization is a good thing and progress is a process. Yep. And, it'll be interesting, under the new legal environment, come April, the promise of private retail and see how that, positively impacts the market.
Well, I know that people within the community, friends, many of them are already applying for jobs. They
apply for jobs. You can
apply now. You
when
can
the
apply
process
now.
comes online.
Yep.
Exactly, right. And we talked about craft growers and craft producers and micro producers, right?
I'm really looking forward to seeing, because that is when the options open up. Once you let the craft growers and the mini growers into that market, that is when you're going to see some real shit happen, I think, because
I don't think you're going to.
Really?
And the reason being is the craft growers are going to have to sell the licensed producers, so
Fair
the
enough.
pricing's not going to be. There's not going to be a price war. The ones that'll thrive are the ones that are going to maintain throughout the black market.
Well, the black market's not going anywhere. We know this already. It's not going.
But they're probably going to be the only ones that are going to come out ahead, because they will offer the lower pricing for the same quality in many cases,
or better.
Yeah.
So we've kept you here an hour. How do you like them apples?
I'm impressed, gents. I'm impressed.
I'm going to let you take a few minutes to tell us again where they can find you and what you got coming up and anything else you want to plug. And then we're going to take a quick break and have another song and let you wander on to your evening.
Perfect. No, thanks. No, and I appreciate the time. I appreciate you, you guys having me on the show and allowing us to talk to your community about our debut Cannabis Collections Discovery Series Volume 1 product. It will be available October 17th. And like I said, five premium strains from 5 premium producers, kind of that mix of that ideal discovery mix of sativa products, hybrids, indicas, CBD dominant strains. Again, this product was designed, each strain meant to provide a different experience for consumers. You can find us, find out more about the product, find out more about us as a company, and kind of our journey and our vision. You can follow us at AHLOT.com. On Instagram, we've got a pretty burgeoning Instagram community. It's no.alot, KNOW.AHLOT. And our Twitter handle is at ThinkALot. ThinkAHLOT. So yeah, just we've got a lot of stuff happening. Coming up for the holidays as well, both with our cannabis collection series and our ritual box, our storage and accessories products. And actually, I would probably I'd be remiss to say, I'd keep your eyes out for over the next 2 weeks. There's going to be some really exciting things coming out from our camp. You guys are obviously some experienced cannabis connoisseurs, and we've got some very exciting opportunities for like-minded folks like yourselves. I'll say that.
If we can help with reviews, you know where to find us.
Well, I absolutely do, and I suspect that you will absolutely could use your expertise.
I do have one question though
go
about
ahead,
the
Marcel.
boxes.
Yep.
Before you go,
Yeah, please. Yep.
Can you do any custom cutouts?
You mean in the ritual box product?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something. It's funny. We have customers in here all the time, and for us to do custom module, we call them modules, right?
Right.
We've done products or modules for the packs, for the Da Vinci, for the Aerizer. One gentleman I remember from our beta community, he wanted to run his charging cable from his packs one through into the box, so we designed something for him. We have people who just have a lot of storage and they want to do kind of something custom around that. One gentleman, we had him in the office today. He's designing, completely doing a product from scratch. He has a Cartier lighter that he wanted to design that's really key to his ritual. He's had it for years, really personal to him. And, we've designed modules accordingly for that. So, whatever it is that is your cannabis ritual, we want to pay tribute to it, and we have a home for it.
Well, no, I have Banana Brothers Auto that's really cool, but there's a lot of parts and pieces, and I'd like to come up with a storage box to hold it all.
Oh yeah,
that might be the right way to do it.
That's the grinder, right? Yeah,
the grinder and cone filler.
Right. Yeah.
That's the
interesting. Yeah. Familiar
Isn't
with
that the auto that I
the auto.
Yeah, that you never brought me.
That I never brought you. Yeah.
That's the one.
I got Paula to mail it.
But we'll have to talk about that because that might be something that I could get done.
Yeah, a custom ritual box, custom modules. That's our specialty.
Perfect.
Always happy to delight folks like yourselves with that.
Craig, it's been a delightful conversation, my friend, and I hope you'll come back when you have some more stuff to share with us.
Awesome. Yeah, like I said, stay tuned. I think we've got some exciting things happening in the community in the next couple of weeks. I'll definitely drop you a line when we go live with that.
Awesome. Cool. This is the 420 radio show. We're going to say good evening to Craig and listen to some, what is it? I can't even read it. I'm too far away. Rag and Bone Man, Home. Oh, Human. Oh, I like that song. That's a cool song. We'll be back. This is the 420 radio show. Thanks again, Craig.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Craig.
Take care.
Are you looking for cannabis news, education, and people's opinions? Are you looking to learn what Canadian and international cannabis advocates are doing? Not only now, but what got them to this point in their lives, and what does the future hold for them? Do you want to learn how patients are using cannabis as a daily medication, or learn how their cannabis use helps them with their medical condition? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then I'm going to suggest to you to tune in to Lifestyle Radio. Catch their live weekly shows and have your questions and concerns answered and find the experience you're looking for. Monday, catch your weekly news broadcast with the Reef Reporters. Then on Wednesday, get several hours worth of cannabis public education. We get things started with Cannabis and Coffee with Tamarawana. Then tune in and catch Pottawa, with Russell Barth, who calls himself the world's angriest pothead. Finish up your evening with the award-winning Pace Radio Show with Al Graham and joint host Kim Cooper and Alicia Yashishin. No week would be complete without tuning into Friday night's program, the 420 Radio Show, featuring Al Rapp and the 420 Radio crew, Mary Jane Baker and Marcel Gignac. Cannabis is a lifestyle, and you can catch all your cannabis lifestyle information right here at lifestyleradio.net or at our sister site, 420radio.ca.
Hey, this is Cheech. And this is Chong. And you're listening to Lifestyle Radio. What is it? Lifestyle Radio. Say it one more time. 420 Radio? Ooh.
Hang up and try again.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror. What do you see? You see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, and beg for forgiveness for making you cry. For making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Oh, some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I made mistakes. I'm only human. It's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. 'Cause I'm no prophet or Messiah. You should go looking somewhere higher. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I do what I can. I'm just a man. I do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Don't put your blame on us. We're back. This is the 420 Radio Show. That was an interesting conversation. I like hearing about new stuff. And if you have a product you'd like us to talk about, or you'd like to come and talk about, just let us know. I'm probably getting 100 pitches a day these days, bud.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm getting more than I can even go through.
Give them my mailing address and send me products. I'll test them and review them for them.
Of course we will.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy like that.
Yeah. So, what's new out in your neck of the world?
We've got some court cases coming up.
Yeah, so I heard. Seems to be important court cases out in your area and then out in BC right now.
Yeah, there's going to be a good one coming up, which the Nova Scotia Association of Cannabis Dispensaries, I think that's what it is, applied for and got intervener status on one of the dispensaries that are going to court back from the raids last year.
Okay.
Only because the outcome could have an impact on their case that'll be coming up. They applied for intervener status and got it.
What exactly does that mean?
It means that they can go in and testify on the behalf of dispensaries and the need for dispensaries.
Ooh.
Along above and beyond what the defense does on their own. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So the defense is has their own argument for why they shouldn't be charged or why they shouldn't be convicted of any crime. As the intervener, they can go in and give basically the same or completely different argument.
Okay.
And then the judge will make his ruling off of both.
And so they'll include somebody else's argument even though they're not directly involved in the case.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was another one that did that, and that was a Supreme Court case, I think.
I seem to remember that.
Yeah. I forget whose that was. But they called for interveners for that.
They actually had
opened
a
the floor for interveners.
Yeah, I remember that. They had a council meeting or something like that, and they took questions and answers.
They literally had like thousands of people and organizations applying.
I think Lori went to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lori
So
went to that. Yeah.
Everybody can, if you get granted intervener status, then you get to have a say.
Well, I wish they'd allow more patients to have a say, because that's, they on their big grand website, they've put who they've talked to, industry leaders, who most of them I've never heard of. No patients, no smaller dispensaries that work with patients. Like nobody that worked with the patients directly really was involved, were they?
No. Back in, I think 2010 is when they started going around doing these meetings Health Canada was putting on for input on how they should go.
Town halls, right?
Well, it wasn't. They weren't town halls. These were private ones.
Oh, okay.
And what they were is they were basically going to all of the dispensaries and the outspoken dealers and asking how they should proceed. The only ones they wouldn't let in were patients. So we got in. Pardon?
What's the point of that? What's the point of having it?
Because, but they can say that they did these consultations with key people.
Yeah, but the key people are the people that they're supposed to be serving.
Exactly, which should have been the patients. But the patients were exempt, and patient groups were exempt from going to these meetings. So Debbie Stoltz-Giffen invited me to come along with John Cook and the Cannabis Buyers Club.
Oh, that was a while ago, I guess, eh?
That was 2010.
Yeah. That's around when I met you.
Yeah, and we pretty much blindsided and took over their whole thing and told them that this whole idea of going to a market like that was wrong. And then they come out with the MCPR and took away our growing rights.
I'm reading an article from the Straight It says Vancouver police sees cannabis intended for opiate substitution in downtown East Side. Now I'm strolling down to see if our friend Neil Magnuson's involved in this. No. Good. That's ridiculous. They actually go out and set up safe injection sites, but we can't have a place to go and medicate.
Well, no, as a patient, you can medicate anywhere.
Yeah, okay. And, one of the questions I forgot to ask Greg, I was going to ask him, being a cannabis business with an office, how they deal with that. So if you're listening, if you have a business if you have a cannabis business and you have employees that need to use medicine or just smoke pot, I'd love to hear about how you deal with that, especially with the, smokeless workplace or whatever the fuck it's called, right? Like, what are you supposed to do? I mean, what if you work in a legal environment and you are legal to use cannabis as a medicine, which gives you the right to use that medicine anywhere you choose or have to, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, if I owned a facility like that, an LP, for example, one thing that I would have done is I would have a break room installed with filtration system, and people could use that as a lounge. And the reason being is you don't want people working in your rooms going into the outside atmosphere of your super clean facility to smoke a joint,
of course,
and then come back in.
Yes.
Right? So I would actually build them a room with ventilation and filtration so they could set up a dab rig for all I cared.
All right. Well, I know that at Legacy 420, which is a dispensary on a reservation in Tanganyika.
Now, is that the one that was in the video that I saw the other day?
No, sir. No, that was just out. From what I understand, that was just outside of the reservation. It was not actually a reservation dispensary.
Okay, because it was still listed as Tanganyika, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can be in Tanganyika but not be on the res, I think. So, I don't know. But I know that it was not Tim Barnhart's Legacy 420. No.
As soon as I saw it and I read that it was there, I was wondering if it was Tim's.
But it was hilarious to watch that video.
It was. They didn't get away with much, and he only cost him one piece of glass.
And he's like jabbing it at the guy, eh?
Well, after he broke it on him.
Yeah. And he was like, smash! Get out of here! Don't come back! Obviously a bunch of punks.
Yeah.
But
with bear spray.
Bear spray. God. Use pepper spray, doofus.
Well, bear spray and pepper spray is basically the same thing.
Yeah, but
they're both delicious on French fries.
Bear spray, what is it, just vinegar?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I think it's got cayenne in it.
Cayenne pepper.
Yeah. That's what makes it delicious on French fries.
So it's now the 14th, which means we have 33 days.
Yep. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Just over a month.
Till the switch goes on.
Until the switch goes on and all the light bulbs go off. It's going to be hilarious because the licensed producers are already stating that they're not going to be able to meet the demand.
Yeah.
And the reason they can't meet the demand is many of them are relying on these micro licenses.
Which are coming from businesses that they've bought up that were technically illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
But they can't supply them until they get licensed, and they can't get licensed until the government comes out with that licensing.
So let's go for instance here. So Canopy Corp goes and buys Doofus number 3 growing farm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they put that craft grower or micro grower, do they put them under their license, or do they have to apply for a separate licensing for them?
They have to supply. somebody's got to apply for a separate licensing. So they could apply.
They don't
for
just
the
absorb a
licensing.
license from wherever they've joined in with.
No,
okay.
They're still going to have to apply. They're still going to have to meet the security requirements, but the security requirements for the micro producers is much laxer than what's required for the licensed producers.
Is there a price yet?
Not that we know of. I'm sure there'll be a price.
A hefty one. You think it'll be under $1 million?
It better be.
Do you think it'll be under 100,000?
It better be. Because licensing for that, I mean, I'm not even going to throw a number out there, but licensing for that should not be that substantial.
So, I mean, because technically, I mean, I want people to know this. Technically, if you have your own home grow, you can apply to become a micro grower, right?
Anybody can.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean,
Yeah. But, and there's always a but, you got to find a licensed producer that's going to be willing to purchase that product from you. Right?
Without that, there's really no point.
Exactly. Because you're just growing it to stockpile it for nothing.
What happens to all of these LPs that are out there that haven't been chosen by the OCS or the Nova Scotia one or the Vancouver one?
Guess I have to try harder.
What happens?
Mail order to patients. Exactly what they've been doing.
Yeah.
Right? That's their only option.
Yeah.
So the LPs still go visit doctors. They send in their little LP
How the fuck are you going to control the mail order thing, though? I mean, they can't.
Have they been controlling it now?
What are they going to do? Put a marijuana sticker on every parcel that's going legally through the Canada Post?
What have they been doing to date? Because they still do it. And they're still going to be doing it.
So really nothing's going to change.
According to the Nova Scotia Liquor Commission, for medical patients, their only recourse is mail through the LPs.
You know, they were tweeting us last month for a little bit, and then I invited them to come on the show, and they stopped talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame, too, because I'm not going to, if I invite somebody on the show, I'm not going to fucking, chop their heads off or something.
I have a couple million questions if we ever get them on.
Exactly. I mean, that's a legitimate conversation we'd like. But it's a legitimate conversation that we would like to have, and that we should be able to have with a controlling person. I mean, they are our employees essentially, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know if they're considered as a private corporation or I don't know how they're actually set up.
It'll be different in every province, obviously.
Yeah. But see, our province is the only province that has said that cannabis is going to be sold in existing liquor stores.
Yeah, I don't get that. What happened to we don't want to have both? And that was Trudeau that said that. Trudeau said it flat out. He did not want alcohol and cannabis being sold
and tobacco
at the same location. Okay, and tobacco. Right. And now there you go.
Yeah.
Can you get smokes there too?
No.
So you can get your weed and your booze. Go out and have a party.
Yep. But the patients have already said that they're not going there. So then they turned around and they said, well, we don't want the patients. We're not supplying patients. We're only supplying the recreational market. Patients can go continue to get it through mail order.
Wow.
So it just gives more ammo for the Dispensary Association in their court battle to be able to have medical dispensaries. And that's what they want. Verify that they're patients and they supply them.
What provinces are going to allow medical dispensaries that are not being run by the province?
None.
What provinces are going to allow them at all?
Not medical dispensaries, but Alberta's allowing private people to own dispensaries.
Okay, but not medical dispensaries. I should have omitted the medical.
Right. They're allowing dispensaries.
Okay.
But
Vancouver is licensing them, right?
Yeah. Oh, they'll be licensed in Alberta.
But not Ontario, probably.
Ontario will license them too come April if he does his privatization thing comes true.
Yes. Forgot about
they'll
that.
have to be licensed.
Still haven't heard anything, by the way.
No, of course not. Could have been a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Well, there is an election coming up.
Yeah, what it comes down to for them is compliance, because the license, anybody that's selling is going to have to keep track of every gram that comes in and every gram that goes out. The same as the licensed producers do it, and the same as the microprocessor will have to do.
Wow.
So every gram is going to have to be accountable.
But they do that in California now.
Yeah.
Right? And the big grows down even in Humboldt and stuff like that out in the bush. I've seen so many documentaries, and every one of those plants has a scanner band on them.
Yeah.
And they are tracked from seed to, I guess, stock.
Right. But you do that for a number of reasons. And one is to look at the genetics themselves.
Yeah.
So that at the end you can watch the genetics as they go along. And pick your better genetics based off of your returns. Right?
Yep.
So I don't use barcode scanners. I use numbers.
Okay.
So all of my plants get numbered. I cut clones off my plants. They get numbered with a letter.
Okay.
And then if I like genetics that I really like, out of all of the clippings that I've cut and I've run through, then I'll know which mothers to keep.
How long do you let them grow when you're working on genetics? Like you're not growing it to get to medicate and stuff like that. You're growing it to get the genetics right. Right.
Well, once you get the genetics and you get a mother, you set the mother up. You can grow the mother for 5 or 6 years.
Okay, I didn't think it was that long.
Oh, strains are different. It just depends on how much
I want
to
to remind everybody, I'm the one in the bunch that's never had to grow other than a plant growing in my fucking living room. I've tried, but they've never actually materialized. So, I mean, Mary Jane has her thing, and Marcel does his thing, and they've been doing it. Well, Marcel's been doing it a long time.
Yeah. The thing with the genetics, what I do is if I'm going to pick a mother, then I'll grow it from seed.
Yeah.
Cut the tops off as soon as they start to get a little bit of height, and root those tops.
And then I use those as the mothers?
No, I turn around and I concentrate all of my efforts into the tops to grow them up and flower them out. So it allows me to identify females from males, and it allows me to identify which one is more suited to what I'm looking for. That becomes the mother.
But how do you see? What I don't get is how do you have to get one growth to find out what the plant is like, right? Like, can you tell what the plant's going to be like before it's even in the ground?
No.
No.
And because... And I won't say phenotypes, because if Ross is listening, he'd smack me, but there's so many chemovars, right? Available or potentially out of a strain. So Jean Guy there's a good example. Jean Guy is a strain that I don't know how popular it is in Ontario.
I love it. Popular. I've had it a few times, but you don't find it very often. In fact,
do you know why?
I got some. Lori sent me some way back when.
Do you know why you don't find it very often?
Why?
It's a phenotype of White Widow.
Oh. So
White Widow grows out slightly different, and that slight difference is the Jean Guy strain.
So explain something to me.
Which is like a little more sativa-ish.
White Widow is like angry weed to me, I call it. It just puts me into a major mood. But yet, Jean Guy, that's awesome.
And I've heard people say the opposite about those two.
Really? But you see, I've got ADHD too, so
yeah,
that whole switching thing, like with Ritalin, right, works with weed too, right? Because of the chemical imbalances, I guess, or whatever. I should have Dr. Behrman on the show again. Maybe ask him that.
Yeah.
Can you explain to us ADHD in 30 seconds or less, please? Anywho, I think we're going to cut her short. What do you think?
Sounds cool to me.
Alrighty. Thank you to our guest, Greg. And you can say his last name.
Pantelic.
There you go.
Pantelic.
Pardon?
Pantelic.
Pantelic. Pantelic? Okay.
Pantelic.
He'll message us now and correct us. I'm
so
sure.
You guys screwed my name up again.
Again. Yeah, that's okay. It's not the first time, won't be the last time. We'll be next week. We'll be back next week. Don't know who we have. I know that on the 28th, we have Paul Hartman on the show, brother of Phil Hartman, comedian. And he is a very talented grower in his own right. So Paul's looking forward to coming and chatting with us then. I can't remember who we have booked for next week. But if you tune in, and I'll probably be back at the lounge.
When are we going to have Garen on?
Garen was supposed to be on this week, but he's traveling and he couldn't make it. So as soon as they can pin him down for a Friday evening, they'll let me know. Yeah. But I do want to thank, Magical Butter for sending me out a demo unit, because I whipped up a whole bunch of shit at the lounge last night, and going to start doing. I'm training for demos.
Did people learn anything? Was there anybody there?
There was some staff there that were quite intently watching, and Paula was, gazing and learning.
No customers or anything type thing.
There were a few coming in and out, but we were just doing our own thing. It was actually quite late, so I haven't done it for other people. It's just for us. We were just messing about and making some stuff to test.
We just start making it for other people, or in front of other people, or to teach other people.
When? Hopefully next month.
No, I said wait till you do.
Yeah. Why?
Well, because if you're going to run a cycle, the shortest cycle you can run is an hour.
I know.
Hope you got lots to talk about.
Yeah, I know. And I'll also have two machines going, so one will be halfway finished. So
smart idea.
Yeah.
Start one ahead of time.
There you go. I'll have one, and one ready to strain, and one so that I can do a demo in 15, 20 minutes.
Might as well set up the full kitchen, and you might as well do it the way they do it on TV, so that you put the pie together and you put it in the oven, and you open the other oven and you pull the finished pie out.
Yep.
It's amazing.
That's basically what we're going to do. Yep. Yep. Anyways, my friend, I will talk to you next week. Thank you for listening, and good night.
Peace, love, hippie shit, and all that other stuff.
Yeah, we should have Chris on the show sometime soon.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah, he is. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, talk to you.
Nighty-night.
So what are you doing? Nothing. Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.